Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
This could be anyone's race. You'd have to give a slight advantage to Hannah Quigley. Hannah Quigley taking second overall in the Steel Timber Sports Series this year in Milwaukee. Kelly Kerrigan, a massive swing. Kelly Kerrigan, boy, when she wants to go, she goes. She's right there today. Of course, Alicia Lentz, fourth-generation lumberjack athlete. Although it is Emily Brown around first. Stand for around first out of Pulaski, New York, is Emily Brown getting that big wood out. That big chip so difficult to release. Once that chip is out, they are free to fly. Kelly Kerrigan on one. Right there in the race. Hannah Quigley, a tough log, got some red wood in there. Hannah Quigley really drive. She broke the top. Quigley is off. Boy, despite that, and wow. One hit. Emily Brown is just glaring down the line right there. She was going for the win. Alicia Lentz right in the race, just one hit behind. So, Quigley, Brown, Kelly Kerrigan, and Lentz.
The springboard chop on pole one. The host of the show, Scooter Koger. Going from left to right, we got Scooter on the left. Zach Ray on pole two. Alec Parsons on three. The man farthest to the right, that is Hunter Waite.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
This is the most difficult event you will see today. This is the springboard chop step one. Cutting a pocket, creating the pocket with one of these $600 racing axes in Tula poplar. And there we go, we have one gentleman all the way up on the first board. It's not over yet. Now they have to cut a second pocket. After that second pocket is cut, and hopefully 4 to 6 to 8 chopping hits, they will insert a top board. And this is just the beginning. They have to ascend onto that top board. And Hunter Waite is going to insert that board. Is it a good one? His board wants to slay slightly uphill to absorb the spring of the athlete to chop through that 11-inch, tough 11-inch white pine block. Scooter Koger. Scooter won this event last spring. The early preseason show in Devil's Backbone. Scooter won the springboard. Looking to go for 2 years in a row here. That pole moving just a little bit. But Scooter just getting right in. He's going to come about 90% of the way through. Turn to his backhand, and that is when it gets difficult, especially when that lactic acid is building up. Just a few hits ahead of Hunter Waite down there at stand 4. Around the net goes Scooter Koger. What a solid backswing. Scooter just cutting that near wood out, making room for that handle. He's got to get all the way across to the backside. This is so difficult. Some of the athletes will just slice down. Scooter's got about one more on the far side. Great cut by the man who's put so much hard work in setting up this show, Scooter Koger. Let's keep it going, though. We have 3 more athletes. Hunter Waite around the backside, just a compromised board set. See that board sagging? It creates a situation where you have to chop with your arms. And there it goes. This is a second place. So, again, a lot of money on the line. All these athletes just going for it. Alec Parsons got a beautiful board. Zach Ray wishing he had that one back. Zach got a great springboard yesterday. Again, both those boards, Zach Ray's board just letting down a little bit. There's a metal clip on the end of these boards. There's a metal clip and there's a metal shoe, and at the end of the shoe is about a 1/4 inch tall clip that bites into the tree. It has to be all the way to the back side of that pocket. And we're still waiting for our 3rd place in this heat. Zach, one more. There goes Alec Parsons. Alec Parsons. It's not his favorite event. He's more of a single buck Sawyer coming up. But Alec just got married. He's got back from Montana. So keep it going for Alec Parsons. Everybody said he took his wife's last name, so today it'll be Alec Hogan. So give it up for Alec Parsons, Alec Hogan. And of course, the loudest Applause goes to the final finisher of the man who just got married. Sometimes the sky just falls up at 9 feet on you. And where Scooter Coger said up there, the weather was fine today.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Gonna be tight between 1 and 4. Graves on fire. Graves with a slight lead. Can they hold it? No, it's Bo Quinn. Bo Quinn and Miller. Well, Mark Bo Quinn teamed up with Tracy Henning at this competition last spring.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
That's Tyler Aldine, stand number 3. And he's burying that axe. He's just getting into the sport, but he is making a name for himself. Caught a massive, beautiful springboard yesterday. And he is around first, as predicted. Tyler Aldine. A big log, though. Caleb Graves, a monstrous front. Caleb Graves on 4. Reeling him in. Graves coming from behind. Oh, no, he's not going to get it. It is Aldine. And Caleb in second. So a great cut for both those athletes. Keep going. A Darby Hand on 1. Right there. Ryan Eggerter. Tough logs today. A slight scoop. Good cut by Darby Hand, though. 12 inches of white pine, and the word on the street is they're tough today. Sometimes white pine just falls apart looking at it, and sometimes you've got to cut it. It's tough. It's fibrous. It can be corky. It can be tight fibers. You have to switch your axes around. And there they go. Well, talking about axes, you know, each one of these athletes...
A little part and throw some oil, totally legal. Here we go.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Your world champion, Jason Lentz on 3 on a slight hang. That opened up the door. Ben Nicely now waiting around. Ben Nicely. Here comes Jason Lentz. Another hang. It could be Nicely. No. Zach Brown, stand number 1. Zach Browse taking the win. Followed by Nicely, followed by your world champion Lentz.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
By Nathan Waterfield, they call him Bucket. Wound up, just begging to get into that block. Arden Coger Jr. is a speed unmatched. Watch the transition around the backside. Is Arden Coger Jr. less than 1 second from Charleston, West Virginia? This man on stand number 3 looking to take the win in this heat. I think he's going to get it. That's Arden Jr. What a great cut. At 54 years of age, smoking the underhand chop. Well, what a great cut. 7-time national champion. He won a massive tournament in Goshen, Connecticut. Cut a 16-inch log in just low 4 seconds. So Matt, stand number 1 on the left. Anyone's race.
Hands on the wood. To your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Well, the man who won the title here last year on stand 2, Matty Slingerland. We had a $1,000 hot sauce shootout here on the stage last spring, and it was won last fall. It was won by Matt Coger on stand 2, who just smoked that off. I'm sorry, Matty Slingerland. Slingerland on stand number 2 out of Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Stand number 1, Lindsay down, Round Lake, Illinois. On stand number 2 be Julie Miller. And on 3, Kate Snyder, a loaded heat in the women's single.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Very quick start
on stand number 3. Lindsey down, lengthening out that saw. That's been her goal to run that entire 6-foot saw. It's working. She's holding a lead with Kate Snyder reeling her in. Lindsey down with maybe 1 to go. That's the cut she needed. And there's so much behind that cut that just happened on stand number 1. Lindsey.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
10-4-6, the time to beat. The man on stand number 3, Alec Parsons, can accomplish it. Alec Parsons making a beautiful cut. Parsons, couple strokes to go. That's a perfect cut. The newlywed Alec Parsons followed closely by Hunter Wake and Scooter Koger. But Parsons has to be happy with that. Again, 10-4-6-0.
All right, I'm out.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Well, this could be a tight race. It's going to give a slight advantage to Matt Koger on 1. Going for a 4, hit pocket, 5, not a big deal. And it's a perfect top board. Maddie Slingerland has one of the fastest backhands in the business. Matt Koger hits so hard. He's gone 5 hits on the bottom pocket, 4 hits on the top. And this is a tough chop. Look at this go. Oh, is he good at chopping wood? Matt Koger, out of Grafton, West Virginia, your 7-time national champion, putting on a clinic in the springboard chop. Unbelievable. Right around 40 seconds, he's already turning to the backside. Matt Koger's so proficient at cutting left and right-handed. Gonna lay down a time to beat. Holy cow, look at Matt Koger's face, not even breathing heavy. Heads up. So Brian Chucknick, that board just gave way. Those poles are tulip poplar. They are firm, but they can give way. And Maddie Slingerland just struggled with the top pocket. And some days the pockets come easy, and some days
I have a power change.
just get into a bit of a slump, but that's a... Anytime Matt Koger's in it, Matt Slingerland's in a slump, it doesn't last long. He has the self-awareness of how to get out of it. This man, again, earned a spot on the U.S. team. He'll be running the stock saw. There goes Matt Slingerland. Let's keep it going for Zach Brown out of Pulaski, New York. Zach Brown getting that far wood out, those far fibers that will haunt him in the backside when he goes to that awkward backhand. Matt Koger said, not awkward at all. I had no problem with it. Matt Koger, I love to tell his stat, at 16 years old, Matt Koger was the hardest hitter in the country. He's become the fastest, most accurate hitter as well. Ripping off that springboard. Big round of applause for Zach Brown when he comes off. There it is. And that will wrap up Heat.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Well, this is the underhand chop, 11 inches of white pine. They have these flat spots called footholds the athletes stand on. And the head judge is walking down saying, hey, make sure you don't cut those footholds. That will be a disqualification. Technically, less wood to cut through, so no jump guns. Everyone look good. They'll make sure the footholds are still remaining. Kate Snyder, probably a little higher ranked. Julie Miller, not waiting around. Julie Miller, the veteran, going to the backside, followed by Lindsey Down. Tough log for Miller, though. Kind of that reddish compression wood. She's got to lay into that. Lindsey Down right there, a slight lead. Lindsey Down with a lead in this heat. Kate Snyder down on 3. Kate Snyder getting the big wood out. Julie Miller right there. Lindsey Down with a slight lead. Lindsey Down driving. Did she do enough work? Lindsey Down driving. Julie Miller driving. Lindsey another drive. Back to Miller. Lindsey, and it's going to be Julie Miller. Oh! And Lindsey lost. Look at that. 1, 2, 3 in a row. Lindsey had it. Lost her balance. It's going to be a loaded heat. Tough to call.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Bent nicely, Hannah Quigley. Look at the speed. Oh, it's going to be stand number 1. No! It's Lentz and Lentz on 3. Well, you saw Jason Lentz had that hang up, couple hands in the single box, so he was just jonesing to get to this Jack and Jill cut. They won the Pennsylvania State Championship $1,000 title.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Watch Ben Carlson on stand number 2. Mark Boquin. This chop has become one of his favorites, and we'll see if Boquin was going to back it up and get around. One more hit in the bottom, knowing I don't want to have to chase those bottom fibers in the backside. Let me get the job done in the front. Everyone around in the backside. Caleb Graves is right there. Mark Boquin driving the left-hander, and there he goes. The southpaw. Stand for Mark Boquin, representing the U.S. in the single buck, maybe in the underhand in the future. And Will Chamberlain, Ben Carlson coming off. And the fist bump on the time to beat.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
He won or lost off the start. Colin Shepard cutting beautiful. Colin Shepard holding the lead right now. Alex Miller with a slight lead. Graves on 1. Graves faster. Graves extending the lead. Graves with a bigger lead. There it goes. Samantha Graves. Alex Miller about 3.5 strokes behind. And Colin Shepard just a little tight at the bottom. There's that wedge. Eliza Phillips. Great cut by Eliza Phillips. She's right in the heat there as well. Inches of White Pine. Here we go.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Nathan Waterfield, stand number 1, a massive slap. This guy is so good at this chop, and he's going to put a 7-hit massive front. Wasn't enough. Around by Wansley. Arden Koger Jr. around at the same time as Billy Cornelius. Nathan Waterfield put a quick front and isn't enough. Attempting to drive that up. He's back. Nathan Waterfield. Unreal, a 7-hit front for Nathan Waterfield. There goes Billy. Couple more hits by Walmsley. Nathan Waterfield.
Tyler Aldean on 3. Watts man with a red saw there with a red power head on that saw on 3. Caleb Graves. He's got a biggie. It's tough to see behind that I-beam down there, but so much speed into the woods. Not just the start, the entrance in the wood, the transitions. 4.1 the time to beat. Swingerland. Hands on the wood.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
So it looks like Tyler Aldean is going to win that heat. Caleb Graves fast into the wood, blew out. Had that abbreviated cut on the upcut that gives it. Take a look at the mats. Koger on 1, Slingerland on 2.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
10.46 the time to beat by Zach Brown. Matt Slingerland halfway already at about 4.5 seconds. Matt Koger right on his heels. Matt Koger reeling him in. Matt Koger, no! It's Matt Slingerland followed by Bradley Kittle. Bradley Kittle taking 2nd place in the single buck. Matt Slingerland winning that heat, and the visual daggers being thrown back and forth by Slingerland and Kittle.
We're ready to run this heat.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
So we're actually going to interview our interviewer.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Stand number 1, Samantha Graves out of Victor, New York. Colin Shepard on 2, Eliza Phillips on 3, Alex Miller on 4. Slight advantage to Samantha Graves. She is our world record holder The Virginia Department of Wildlife sponsors standing block chop yesterday, looking to back it up in the underhand. Only 2 hits behind, though, is Alex Miller. Alex Miller hunting her down. Alex Miller on the prowl on stand number 4. Samantha Grace now, wow, she absolute pure accuracy to back up the pound. She's going to break the top, the middle, one more in the bottom. Will she get it? Oh, it's a stubborn piece of white pine. She's going. Here comes Miller. No. Samantha Graves is going to win that heat of the underhand time. The time to beat has been Hannah Quigley at a 46.187. Let's keep going for Colin Shepard and Eliza Phillips. Colin Shepard, so close. He's drawn a beautiful log. And just pinched in a little bit. You want to have a wall of wood to drive in. Do you see the axe just bouncing out? Sometimes the wood, when it V's and pinches, it just spits the axe right back at you. Now Eliza comes Eliza. She's got a nice wall of wood. Nice hinge right there. Pulling the heel, the axe, and letting that toe come around. And Colin Shepard, that log is just dealing with some major separation anxiety. There it goes. Yes. Eliza Phillips, only going to be a couple hits behind here. But Samantha Graves, we're waiting patiently on Samantha Graves' time. And this is a big, big log. There it is, Eliza Phillips. Forward about 8 feet off the ground and chop these blocks off, and we're going to let them go here. The timers are ready to go. Turn down the music. And
Super Dave, this is flight 3. What's our time to beat in the springboard chop so
Matt
far?
Goger, 49 seconds.
Ooh, they're going to have to go fast to beat that time.
Yep, Caleb Graves on 1, Tyler Aldine on 2, Darby Hand on 3.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Well, keep your eye on Caleb Graves. Just coming into the springboard chop, he's known as a log roller and a speed climber. Climbs those 90-foot trees, so a 9-foot pole is no worries at all, but again, he's full body, throws his whole body into these pockets, gets to the back of the board. And he's going to be someone to watch in the future, looking to get into the Steel Timber Sports Series. And this is a show to be at if you want to prove that you're worth getting into that televised series. And that's an absolutely perfect block, perfect board rather. Caleb Graves, as predicted, on stand number 2. And look at the acceleration, throwing his whole body into it. A lot of these athletes just arm chop, which just does not work. And he's chopping like he's standing on the ground. Just putting on an absolute clinic on how to throw your all your muscles into that springboard chop, releasing the axe, $650 axe. And he's almost 90% of the way through. And around a fast transition, he's been practicing. Caleb Graves, let's cheer him on. He's only got about one more hit on the backside, a little low, there it is. That's gonna be one of his best cuts. Caleb, boy, I love to see that transition again. That's something he trained. He actually, in mid-swing, shifted his feet to the backside. And he was into the backside in about 1 second. And a great cut by Caleb Graves. He had a little trouble yesterday in the qualifier. And we still have Tyler Aldine and Darby Hand. Some tough logs out there. Darby Hand got a beautiful board. Tyler Aldine just sloping a little bit. And we all know as that board slopes down, then the arms, you end up having an arm chop. And at this point, that lactic acid is just letting you know you've been working for over a minute now. And it really is a full bottle. Darby Hand, solid backhand swing. Darby Hand all the way to the right. Open up a large hit, about one more far hit. About one hit behind Tyler Aldine, though.
I'm also clear.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Arden Koger Jr. in 21 seconds, the time to beat. Can it be beat? Well, the man from West Virginia, Jason Lentz, on 3 says potentially yes.
What is it?
Bend nicely around to the backside first. This could be an upset.
Yeah.
Bend
See
nicely,
how much
looking
you
right
got
down into the
right
butt. Zach Proust on 1.
Yeah.
Looking for another win. Zach Proust driving, nicely driving. Lentz and Zach Proust. Holy cow! Zach Proust is on fire. Zach Proust, you just could not take your eyes off, and the stage was shaking and leaning to the left as Zach Browse on stand number 1 just drove off the backside of that 13-inch white pine log to the screams of "Let's go, Browse!"
And I've got
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Will Chamberlain wound up. He could not wait for that go. Brandon Graves, look at the accuracy, making up, fighting through that pain with accuracy. Graves is right there. Bo Quinn low on 4. Bo Quinn going after the lead. He's going to put one up on the far side. The far wood has haunted him. Not today. There's Bo Quinn. That's one of his best standing block shots. Now Marks had a hard time reaching the far wood, followed by Ben Carlson. And that's a great cut by Carlson. And come on, there goes Brandon. A big round of applause for Brandon Graves fighting through the pain up there on 1.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And Alicia Lynch running the full saw. Didn't take her long at all. Kelly Kerrigan, beautiful. Hannah Quigley, once she hits the middle, she's going to start flying. Quigley and Kerrigan, a close race. Emily DeYoung on 4. Emily's right there, a slight hang. And it's going to be potentially Quigley. Then, for Pulaski. Emily had the race. A slight hang. Hannah Quigley, a perfect cut. Wins the heat, followed so closely by Kelly. To cool and lubricate that 200-mile-an-hour chain speed, the throttle is locked. They're tethered, connected to that throwaway starter cord. You're looking at about $50,000 of chainsaws and probably $100,000 of cell phones on camera mode right now. This will be a loaded heat.
hands on the wood.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, Cornelius! Back to back, Billy Cornelius. Fists in the air, the man who proved a point in Goshen, Connecticut just a few weeks ago, taking down the...
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
With only a second yesterday in that final between Samantha Graves and Hannah Quigley. Hannah Quigley will be in the next heat, so Samantha Graves has got to go to lay down a solid time with a lot of good choppers still coming up. Alicia Lentley, no. Kelly Shepard right there in the middle. Eliza Phelps, Alex Miller down there almost ready to turn. Samantha Graves looking right into those hips, reaching those far fibers. That far chip always seems to haunt these athletes. And another tough block. She's got the slope though. We talked to Nathan Waterfield, needing slope. Does she have it? Yes. Great cut. Samantha Graves backing up that title she won yesterday, winning the seat of the standing block. Let's keep it going. Alex Miller. Alex Miller, block moving a little bit, absorbing the power from that axe. Alex got great power, great accuracy. There you go, Miller on 4. And Colin Shepard and Eliza Phillips looking for 3rd place in this heat. Colin Shepard, that looks like a dry block, Mike. Colin Shepard on 2. Colin Shepard, look at it, just drives. She's got good slope. The axe is in the right place. That log, just a tough one. And these 11-inch, 10.5-inch, 11-inch. Here comes Eliza Phelps. Look at the beautiful slope she has. She might get this log off. Maybe take one up hit on the far side. If not, just come at it. Eliza Phillips driven the near in the middle, reaching over for the far side. There it is. And Colin Shepard, there goes the near hit.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
21.2. The time to beat from heat number 1, Arden Koger Jr. Big 13-inch logs. Scooter Koger on the left. He's got to be your favorite in the round. Goes Scooter Koger. And look at the accuracy. The man has put a lot of work into this show, putting this show on. He's got the top done. He's just going to chip the middle and bottom. Scooter Koger. Wow. Flawless. There you go, right on the far side. Hunter Waite, great time for Hunter Waite as well. Take a second in that heat. Scooter Koger, just a flawless cut. Usually everybody has a hang or a stick, and Scooter, that axe was in and out, perfect rhythm. Decided, he chipped the log, he drove it at the right time. I believe it only took one hit to drive that log off.
Hands on the wood.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Now Miller on the right. Laces down, catching up with her to the left. Right behind Drew Miller on the flawless cut. Drew Miller running beautifully. Oh, that ear, hand, eye coordination. Great cut by Julie Miller on 2. Just about a bar stiffness.
Heat number 3.
And on stand number 1, boy, you got to give this guy the Guts Award. On stand number 3 in the men's standing block. And I'm complimenting him, and I can't even find the heat. So, where are we?
Great.
Yeah, Brandon Graves. Hey, look, this guy got hurt, severed his sciatic nerve. He's in a lot of pain today, but he said, I'm going to back out of the standing. Wait a minute, I'm going to cut that standing. So let's give a big round of applause when he comes off to Brandon Graves on 1. He's fighting through some crazy ailments. Ben Carlson, the up-and-comer we're all keeping our eyes on 2. Will Chamberlain, he's coming back from a nasty injury on 3. And Mark Boquin, he's just Mark Boquin. And there's a lot of them.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Just a loaded heat. Nathan Waterfield looking for that 4-hit bottom pocket. He's done it just on 1 solid movement. Look at this pace of Waterfield on 1. Keep a close view. Everyone right with him. Arden Koger Jr. right there. Here comes Wamsley, Billy Cornelius struggling. Bucket, Nathan Waterfield, away we go. On stand number 1, you just can't miss this. Look at this beautiful technique. Throwing his whole body, watch the back leg, the back foot, springing. The springboard is what we call it. This is why that board springs, driving his whole body into it. Finishing, what a beautiful finish, putting on a clinic. Nathan Waterfield coming up around the 40-second mark. He's got about 9 seconds to get this block off. Matt Koger in the lead, watching carefully. Arden Koger Jr. says, enough of that. Bucket's got a ton of wood on the far side. He's going to need an up hit or not. One more on the far side. No. Matt Koger may be safe. Billy Cornelius. Look at Bucket just springing on that board, saying maybe that could have sat down a little bit more.
He climbed that in 4 hits on the bottom and 4 hits on the top. The perfect climb.
Yeah, Nathan Waterfield, he does tree work for a living. The heights just don't bother him. Billy Cornelius, let's keep it going for Billy on stand number 3, slicing that log off. And Wamsley said, these logs are tough today. I've had enough of that. I got enough events still coming. And Arden Koger Jr. said, I'm leading the underhand shot. We're gonna just call it a day on the springboard. That pole is moving. Arden Jr. is a big, big guy up there. When that pole absorbs.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
4th heat of the single buck Darby Hand, Tyler Omi and Caleb Graves. Slight hang, another hang. Darby Hand running away with it. Darby Hand, stand number 1. One more push stroke. Great cut by Darby Hand. Got to be happy with that. Followed by Caleb Graves, our tree climber, springboard cutter. Caleb Graves showing up.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Watch Jason Lentz, a slight hang, man on 3. Jason Lentz, front foot split out that 4th inning. Zach Browse around first. Zach Browse is just on fire. He put 1 and 1 in, he's gonna look for 8 hits on the backside. Lentz reeling him in, Lentz driving. Is it enough? Zach Browse is still cutting. Lentz is just hanging there, could be Browse. Lentz! And look at how close that was. Lentz, Browse, nicely, keep it going.
for Zach Brown. Down on stand number 4, the X-Grinder out of Pulaski, New York. Well, he's going to have some good salmon fishing coming up in the Salmon River, so he'll have some good news once the standing block is off. He's going to have some great salmon fishing to greet him when he gets back home at the Salmon River in Pulaski. Just a tough log today, and just needs a little more slope on that far side. Well, we're going to wait for Jason Lentz. A lot watching. We're going to watch Zach Krause get that. Zach Brown get that log off. And Jamie Koger.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Dover Jr. starting on a push throw. That's the man on stand number 3. Nathan Waterfield looks like he made the right decision. Nathan Waterfield leading this. Arden Koger Jr. with a late charge. Could be Waterfield Jr. Billy and Wamsley. Great cut by Nathan Waterfield. That was the right choice. And his nickname, Bucket.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Hannah Quigley on stand number 2 won the World Championships this year in Hayward, Wisconsin. Looking for some redemption and a slight scoop by Kelly Kerrigan. Hannah Quigley changing her pattern just a little bit from yesterday's race, searching where could I have gained 1 hit yesterday, and just hunting down Samantha Graves. Kelly Kerrigan around first. Kelly Kerrigan around first in this standing block. Get that big chip out, followed by Emily Brown down on 4. Alicia Lett. Here comes Hannah Quigley. Kelly Kerrigan holding the lead. Still holding the lead is Kelly Kerrigan. Kelly Kerrigan driving. Here comes Emily Brown. Kelly with a drive. Emily with a break. It's Kelly Kerrigan. Followed 1 hit behind. Emily Brown. Kelly Kerrigan taking the win. Hannah Quigley, a tough log up there, coming off 3rd. Let's keep it going for Alicia Lentz. 4th generation lumberjack athletes coming out of the Lentz family. Springboard chopper, Brandon Graves. The hot saw field is back up. Brandon Graves, Ben Carlson, Will Chamberlain, and the big man on stand 4 all the way to the right, Mark Boquin.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Mark Boquin on stand number 4 leading the standing block shot. That standing block is a vertical log, much like the log on top. Ben Carlson right there. Mirror image of Ben Carlson and Will Chamberlain. They are going at it. 2 up-and-comers in timber sports fighting to get a position in steel timber sports. Ben Carlson, that board looks fine, but it's not. But Ben Carlson again as well. So this is going to give Mark Boquin. Mark Boquin's got a good shot of winning this. He's got the best board out there. He's the biggest athlete out there with the best board. You can see Ben Carlson and Will Chamberlain not liking those boards. That board wants to be slightly uphill. Caleb Graves struggling with some pain and sciatic pain and issues. And Brandon Graves there on stand number 1. Just got to make sure he gets a good pocket. He'll let the fight again on the springboard. Mark Boquin, tough to see him. So Ben Carlson, this is that awkward backhand. But Ben Carlson's got the near cut out a lot of wood on the far side. You might want 1 more up it. Saw what happened with Nathan Waterfield.
Yeah, watch. You can see Willie angle turn, yeah. There goes.
Not going anywhere. And he said Mark Boquin.
It looks way worse from your location.
Broke his handle on the finishing swing.
Did he sever that block? I can't see it. He did.
Yes. He did, Dave. He's got the block
Oh, I
off.
can't see. Yeah. That massive athlete Will Chamberlain is blocking the view of Mark Boquin.
Yeah, I got
Boquin won the heat and broke his handle on his final swing, just besting Ben Carlson by 1 hit.
Mark Boquin, Ben Carlson, Caleb Graves. I'm sorry, Brandon Graves. Sorry, Brandon. Got a good, solid board. Just working that 2-and-2 pattern, removing those big chips, and he just wants to keep breathing. Exhale on that impact. He's reaching real low. And you can hear Nathan Waterfield sitting in second right now in the springboard. He's telling him to keep that slope. This firm wood likes at least a 45-degree angle. This is a tough event. It's a hot day out here. Matt Goger's 49 seconds is still safe with one heat remaining in the springboard. We got Jason Lentz coming up in the springboard. He's going to be chasing down that 49 seconds of Matt Goger. That'll be in the next and final round, so stick around for that. And Will Chamberlain just shaking out that lactic acid a little bit. Will Chamberlain, oh, I'm not a fan of this when I've got a perfect board. He's going to get that long up. Will Chamberlain, one more far side. And it's a tough event. Here comes Caleb Graves. Hey, keep it going. Big round of applause when Caleb comes off. He's fighting some major sciatic pain today. There you go. That's the champion, that warrior.
We are clear.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Blown off the top at about 1.9 seconds. They are halfway. Unbelievable. That may even be a world record. Boy, I'd love to look up the world record in the 16-inch white pine.
Yep.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
The day's almost done. The double buck teams are barely there at the top. But stand number 1 in the double buck team. What a great cut by a team that's never sawed together before. Dave Jewett, that's a nice cut there, but I'm going to talk to the people on stand number 1.
Brandon Graves on 1, Ben Carlson on 2, Will Chamberlain on 3, and your leader in the standing block, Marco Quinn, on 4.
Everybody looks good.
3 cuts. Yes, 3.
Hands on the wood.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Caleb Graves. Stand number 1, Caleb Graves. Brandon Graves winning the heat.
15 seconds to warm up your saw. Hands on the wood.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
12.7 seconds to find the beat, laid down by Julie Miller. You listen to those RPMs right there. Oh, just a slight hesitation on that up front, and they cross 1 or 2 counts. Just don't know if she's going to catch a beautiful cut, 2 beautiful discs. A slight hesitation.
Nah, one more. 5th flight, stock saw women.
Hands on the wood.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
That's going to be very close. The time to beat that women's stock saw is Julie Miller at a 12.75, followed by Lindsay and Kate Snyder's at 12.75. But anything under 13.5 is going to... Matt Kroger, Matt Slingerland, Brian Chuckneck, Bradley Kittle chasing 21.233 Arden Jr.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Matt Kroger on your left, Matt Slingerland on the right, both representing the United States. The record holder, though, is Matt Kroger. Around goes Matt Kroger on stand number 1, burying that axe, but watch out for Matt Slingerland. Kroger trying to the top middle. Holy cow, what was that? Matt Coder making a statement on stand number 1. There's Matty Slingerland. But Matt Coder, possibly the best underhand cutter in the world on stand number 1. Potentially the best underhand cutter the United States has ever seen on stand number 1. Just analyzing that log right now. Keep it going for Brian Chucknick, though. He is really coming on. One more, Brian. You come this far, buddy. Here you go. From Matt Coder, you see him analyzing that log. Watch Miller. Miller stand up.
Hands on the road.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Phillips on the left. Phillips with the advantage in the long. Real close. Jason, Julian Miller. Miller. Alex Miller. They get a beautiful upcome with the clock ticking. It's going to come down. There's going to be about a half a bar's thickness in first and second place as they all chase down Julie Miller from Heat 1 of 12.758 on the Oiler on the decompression switches. And it's real easy to forget one of those. One of the athletes actually had a list written on his bar guard. It's a great idea. And we're going to be quiet. We're going to let them chase down this 4-1 seconds.
Hands on the wood.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
I'm going to say unofficially Lentz. Ben Nicely, though, is just coming out of nowhere. Ben Nicely was right there. If you did not, what, did you disqualify? So that's why you're right there. You're just going Hunter Wait. Scooter on the left.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Well, Scooter Coger won his feet to the underhand, and you bet he's going to use that same axe. Loving this wood today. Who's right there? Alec Parsons right there. Alec Parsons looking into that block, going to take a massive shot. Scooter Coger around, followed by Zach Ray. Zach Ray. Scooter Coger getting that big one out. Zach Ray looking like he could win this heat. Could it be Zach Ray? Could it be Rose? Could it be a man right there? Alec Parsons, the single bucker. Alec Parsons. Great job. Newly married, just got back.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Again, Jason Lentz on stand number 3. A 4 to 6 hit bottom pocket is the goal. Jason Lentz, has he done it? Yes. Remember, that's a 265-pound athlete being supported. And down we go by one of our athletes. And we're going to just sit back and watch Jason Lentz here right around the 20-second mark inserting that board. That's a great board. And it's going to be solid right to the back. Ben Nicely's going to work on that top pocket. Now Ben Nicely on 2. Zach Browse, Bradley Kittle. Jason Lentz got that big chip out. Look at the accuracy, and he's got the slope. He's bringing the slope you need, the speed you need, and the power. Whether or not he chases, whether or not he gets that 49-second time, he's going to be in the top 3, one on the far side. Right around the high 42nd, he's going to need 1 or 2 more to take down Matt Coder. Jason Lentz, one more, there it is. From Diana, there you go, cheer him on. From Diana, West Virginia, your current national title holder. There's Jason Lentz, keep it going for Zach Browse. Ben Nicely came down. Bradley Kittle openly admits he hates the springboard. Hey Brad, you had a great single buck today, so there's no shame in bailing on the springboard, especially with the beer tent open right now. Yeah, that's a sign. There you go, yeah, I meant to do that, I love it. Couple more hits, there you go, Ben Nicely. And this is going to wrap up the springboard for 2023. And, well.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
9.3 the time to beat. Marco Quinn chasing it down. Watch Marco Quinn, the man on stand number 4 at halfway. He's only going to be a few more strokes. Will he catch it? Gotta be tight. Wow, not far behind. Brandon Graves, what a great cut on stand number 1. And he came in injured. He almost bailed on all the events.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Final heat of the women's standing block. These logs are tough. They just got to get those chips out. There goes Pete trying to get that chip out. Julie Miller, all eyes, center stage. Julie Miller. Throwing her whole body and coming off that back foot. Throwing those chips, you got to take a big front out. Lindsay Down out of Round Lake, Illinois. On stand number 1. Still pretty new to standing block. As predicted, Kate Snyder though around to the backside. And she's reaching that far wood. She's got a monstrous front end. And you see Kate Snyder just exhaling in every one of those blows. Very accurate. This is again. And she's driving. Kate Snyder coming at it. It's moving. One in the middle. One on the far side. It's Snyder. Keep it going for Julie Miller. Again, these are the final events of the day for the women. Every athlete you see on stage is wrapping up their day. These are their final events. So when they come off, give them a big round of applause for everything they've done for you today. They come a long way. Again, Lindsay Down came all the way from Round Lake, Illinois. And she arrived at the tournament today 2 minutes before it started. So Lindsay Down on 1. She's going to have a beverage. But you got to get this log off, Lindsay. Keep going. No more air guitar for you until you get that log off. Julie Miller taking second. And Lindsay Down, famous for poaching a major award ceremony when the confetti came down. There's famous photo of that. No confetti today, just a lot of wood chips and some good beer. Lindsay, there you go. There you go. Lindsay.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Well, she's $3,000 saws. Oh, slight advantage. Cornelius and Coder blowing up. Wow. I tell you what, 4.5. 4.5. The time to beat, and it's going to be very close. And all the way to the right of Caleb Graves.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
The man at stand number 1, Darby, head just twitching. He was just shaking to get into that log. Coming up, driving the heel in. Check out Caleb Graves, though. Caleb Graves, I'd say pound for pound, the best axeman on the stage today. Around first, though, is Tyler Aldine. Tyler Aldine, head down, throwing that axe out in front of him. Some of the athletes throw it out, pull it straight in. Some throw it up, pull it down, slicing their way from the top down to the bottom. Tyler, very close to drive. It's going to be close between Tyler and Graves. Caleb Graves, it is Tyler Aldine. Coming out second is Caleb Graves, our springboard cutter, tree climber, log roller. Well-rounded athlete. Darby hand. Beautiful technique, just a tough log. See that light color wood, it's just crispy. You just hear it, it's not popping, it's just kind of breaking. Got a good cut right there. From Ryan Eggerter's going to take third. Darby Hand says, I'll have a beer in one more hit. One more hit. There it is. Hey, big round of applause. That's all of our underhand on-hour chain speed. The oiler better be 30 seconds. On. These chains can overheat and expand and seize up without proper lubrication. Of course, the ignition switch on. This is going to wrap it up for 2023, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. Let's give them a big round of applause when these discs hit the deck.
Hands on the one.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
absolute hot carnage up there. Well, they're just showing you how difficult this can be. It looks easy. Some guys make it look easy. Cutting in 4.1 seconds.
10 seconds to warm up your sauce. Hands on the wood.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And quickly to the first. Kelly's going to have to win this by pressure. And quickly, Kelly gaining ground. Is it enough? Quickly, he's going to take the heat. Hannah Quigley chasing down Julie Miller. I believe Julie Miller in the high 12 seconds. A great cut by Hannah Quigley. The man on the left.
To your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And Matt Koger just blaring into that lawn. Got a perfect cut. 7 hit fronts. So did Nathan Waterfield, though. Nathan Waterfield watching closely. Matt Koger bringing it. And he's going to start driving that lawn off. Is it enough? Is it enough? Possibly. And you had to cut this. Maddie Slingerland. Oh, a slight glance there. Matt Slingerland coming off second. Keep it going. Our final choppers of the day. Chucknick, Kittle. Chucknick on your left. A blow by Kittle. Another cut by Chucknick. Oh, it's going to beat Brian Chucknick. Just keeps getting faster in the standing block. Bradley Kittle put up a heck of a single butt cut today. Nothing to be ashamed of. He's going to have to cut that standing block. And there you go. And the crowd is looped up down there, back down by the shanty. The wildest.
Hands on the wood.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
12.7 seconds of time to beat. Lance Brown. Slight advantage to Brown coming off on the upside. There's that loose tail of chips. Alicia Lynch is having a little trouble finding that power band. Emily Brown, we will wait patiently on